one.
Trash.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
Okay.
Hello, welcome to another episode 8 of Two Dudes Drinking Beer. I'm Josh.
I'm Alec.
You should know that already.
And we're two dudes drinking beer. That's pretty fucking obvious, too.
Hello. Today we have a variety pack of IPAs from Firestone.
Yeah.
This is actually really nice.
I love Firestone. And I love the Mind Haze.
This is a grapefruit citrus IPA. I like fruity IPAs.
I think any kind of craft beer is going to be good, and that's why they sell it in the variety pack.
Yeah, craft beers are great. I like craft beers.
I mean, you kind of have to be a little bit of a stuck-up douche, but
Not really.
it's kind of worth it.
5.6. The citrusy beers always have less alcohol.
5.6 is quite a bit.
It's like more. It's more than average, but it's still pretty low. Oh, I'm super quiet.
Oh, this is 6.2. Say it.
I'm super quiet. Hello.
I mean, you're cranked.
I'm cranked. Well, over there I'm at pretty low.
Should I scratch it and listen again? I'm going to scratch it and listen again. Duh.
This is take 2.
Jesus.
Welcome back.
I'm never going to be able to live that down.
So Alec fucked up my audio in that first part, so we're already cracked. We're already ready to go. It's the end of week 4. That's math, yes.
It was a really good and really happy intro. Now it's gone.
If you're listening to it, it doesn't matter. If you're watching it, it's going to look like dog shit. That's showbiz, baby. I need my phone.
Cut 1, take 2.
Because I have notes.
So we're going to start trying to... I know I'm going to start trying to write shit down more and more often because...
Structure is good.
Structure is great, but it's also just a matter of... I think it's such a good idea that I won't forget it, and then I fucking forget it.
I think, therefore I am.
Mm-hmm.
Descartes.
Yep.
So, it's Wednesday and Thursday. It's almost a weekend. Got any big plans?
Me?
Yes, I'm asking you.
Wow.
You're the only other
Who else
person.
could you be talking to?
You're the only person I'm talking to right now.
I have a gig on Sunday that should be fun. It's a birthday.
How old?
I don't know. So last night, basically I got a text from Josh and Ryan saying, let's play some video games. And I was on like a 20 to 30 minute phone call ironing out the details for it.
When he was supposed to be eating.
When I was supposed to be eating, and basically I threw all those fries away. If you guys haven't gone to Wiener Schnitzel, I haven't been there in literally years. I went last night and I got a chili dog and a chili cheeseburger, and I made it a combo, and they give you a big ass cup of fries. 10 out of 10 will be doing again, but I had to take a phone call, so I ended up fucking that up, and basically what happened was my food got cold.
Shame.
What was I saying?
You were talking about your gig.
Yes.
Your weekend plans, even though that's on Sunday.
I didn't ask the age of the person because it's not necessarily pertinent to the job, but I will have that information for you when I come back.
I don't need it.
Well, I mean, you were asking for it.
I don't care that much.
You seemed like you cared that much.
If it's like a children's birthday party, you can...
I don't think it's a children's birthday. That's the thing.
Yeah, you can
I'm just
wear
there.
bright colors and... Hi, kids!
Yeah, I'm not a clown.
That's actually really fucking good.
Thanks, man.
You're working on your clown honks?
Well, it's just a matter of getting gigs. I can't do it without the honking noise.
Nice.
So, anyway, as I said before the cut, this is like a 6.2 craft beer, Mind Haze. We're drinking a Firestone variety pack.
It's got 4 beers in it.
4 different kinds. It's got 12.
Yeah, it's got 4 beers. 3 of each.
Yeah. And that's that. How was your weekend? It's another day off for
My
you,
weekend
right?
is just now starting. Today's my Friday.
How's it starting? How did me fucking up the audio affect your mood for the weekend?
It's starting on a really high note because I have a whole bunch of energy. I'm ready to go.
I got energy right now too.
I'm ready to do fucking nothing on
with all the
tomorrow.
energy.
And so I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to it. Working 6 days straight. I'm excited. I get to do homework for Dylan.
Dylan.
No, Dylan.
We don't do sequels.
My comrade. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to type up my leadership list, who I think is good leaders and the leaders I hate.
Who are the leaders you like and who are the leaders you don't like? Or is that exclusive material?
I've identified the leader I don't like. You're aware of him. We talked about him on the podcast before.
Yes.
And I still have to think of the two that I like.
Nice. Are you allowed to be like Superman, and here's why? Or does it have to be real people?
People I've worked with.
What if you said like you worked on a Superman film?
That
would technically count.
It's not a real person though. I'm working with a character or someone acting as a character.
But you worked with that character.
Not really.
I would argue that an actor's job is to bring a performance to life. And if you worked on a Superman film and Superman, the actor rather portraying Superman did a great job, I would say that being now has life.
Okay, sure. It all depends on the actor, because like you can be a really good actor and make like this character and completely flush it out, like Tony Stark is Iron Man, or like anyone in the Marvel universe who have been in like.
Did you say flush it out?
Flesh it out.
Okay, I was gonna say that's.
Whoever's like been in that character for X amount of years, like doing it forever, it's like it's them. That's that person. You can't see it as any other thing.
That's that boy.
Yeah. And so take fucking Ice-T for example.
I love Ice-T.
The
rapper?
Yeah. Ice-T.
Yeah.
Ice Cube. Not Ice Cube.
Ice-T is also a rapper though.
Yes, he is. He's also, fun fact, he's in a metal band.
Is he really?
Yeah.
No, you showed me that. He did the...
I have not shown you that.
No, he did like a guest appearance.
Because I just found out about it yesterday.
Okay, I didn't know he was in a metal
Actually,
band.
this morning.
I didn't know he was in a metal...
It's called Body Count.
Shut... I didn't know he was in a metal band. I'm going to interrupt you again.
Continue.
I didn't know he was in a metal band, but he did do a feature with that one band. It might have been Franzilla or someone, where it was like, fuck the security or something, or... You have to remember that.
That was...
you did show me that.
That was Upon a Burning Body.
Yeah. Upon a Burning Body, bitch.
Yeah. But no, he's in like a thrash metal hardcore band called Body Count.
That's badass.
And I only came across that because I was on Twitter and someone made a thread of bands fronted by black men or black people in general. It was like, hey, bring awareness to these creators. And I was scrolling through it and I saw Ice-T, Body Count.
And everyone's like, who's Ice-T? This guy's great.
And I was like, that's weird. He's been doing it for like 8+ years.
Jesus, really? That's awesome.
Yeah, like good for Ice-T being on Law and Order and in a metal band.
Working, man.
Yeah.
Could you imagine being the guy who's just like, yeah, I'm a bassist, and everyone's like, really? Like you're like a professional musician? That's pretty great to start off with. Who's your lead singer? And you're like, fucking Ice-T. Fucking.
He's a man of many talents.
No shit. Way to go, Ice-T. Represent.
Yeah, I listened to 2 songs, and granted, it's not my thing, but I don't like thrash metal. I think it's not. It's just
too soft.
It is actually. For being called thrash, it's pretty light.
pretty
fucking light.
There you go. I'm like, wait, we're not kid friendly.
Yeah, that's true. Fuck Copa. Kappa. COPPA.
Fuck burp.
That was 3 burps in a row for you.
You work in the magical power of threes.
I sneezed in 4 earlier, so fuck you.
Yeah, you could just knock this back, huh? This is really good beer. You got the Fly Jack. I just gleeked. I used to have a friend, Rydell, who could gleek on command.
How's he doing? Have you talked to him? Have you talked to your high school friends?
I've hit up DeAndre recently. I've hit up Mikey recently. And I hit up Rydell every so often. Rydell's the only one who responded recently.
Nice.
Yeah, basically. DeAndre, I need a haircut. Mikey, I would like my compressor back for said podcast. And please. And Rydell, it's good to know you're doing good, man. He's doing great. He's killing it. He's after the bag, and
that's good.
You know, it's all love.
I haven't talked to anyone I went to high school with.
Hi.
I mean, we went to high school together, but we didn't go to high school together.
I mean,
we had one class, and we never communicated after that.
It's after the class,
motherfucker. During high school, though.
All right.
It was my senior year when I got my job at McDonald's. Stop.
Sorry.
Stop that. Stop fidgeting. It was. It's like babysitting.
I knew it was going to be a good podcast today. Even though I fucked up the audio, this is all gold right now.
It's like babysitting a child. It was my senior year.
Man-child.
When you slid me the application to McDonald's underneath the glass window next to the frappe blender.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I filled it out there and I turned it in, and Jose came out right then and there.
And I was like, do not hire this guy.
And Jose came out and was like, you want a job? And I was like, yes.
Please.
I learned a lot. I learned to never trust McDonald's employees.
Can I share my favorite story about working at McDonald's?
Of course you can.
Working at McDonald's in the drive-thru is the worst thing ever. And
yes.
I've had a lot of bad experiences. Is that really good?
It's good.
I've had a lot of bad experiences with customers just yelling and throwing shit at me. But I'll never forget the one interaction I had with this gentleman in a Bentley. I remember looking at him and I judged him because I saw the picture of the car and I was like, who the fuck comes to a McDonald's and drives through in a Bentley? I was like,
yep.
That's your Sunday drive car? You piece of shit. And then he came to the window and he was the most polite dude ever. And he's like, hey buddy, how's it going? And like, I was just completely disarmed. Like, any malice I felt at this random stranger driving this super nice luxury car, I was just like, holy shit.
You thought all rich people were assholes.
I thought all rich people were assholes, and this guy pulls up to the window and he's just like, hey man, how's your day going? And he just treats me like a human. And I was like,
that's how you do it.
And I was like, oh man, my day's good. How's your day? And like, we literally just like chopped it up for a minute, and then he drove off. And like, I remember watching him drive off. He had his like hand like hanging out the window, and I was like, man, that's the coolest motherfucker I've ever met. And it made me grapple with this idea of like, why do I remember like all the negative things, all the negative encounters with customers, you know? Like, I want to start to remember the good encounters. And I remember that being like a pivotal point in my life and who I was, because I decided to like, you know, obviously I have to interact with terrible people, but I can choose to not let it affect me for the rest of the day like it usually would. And then I would just focus on like the person who was nice for that day. And I was like, man, I wish I got his name. I don't know I know it sounds weird, but like, I just wish I could just genuinely say thank you to that one random stranger who flipped my bias around and just really made my day better. And all he did was say, "Hey man, how's it going?" Like that's all it took.
Nice.
And it's obviously it's still impacted me to this day. So, you know, shout out to you wherever you are. I hope you have 2 Bentleys now. That's all I gotta say. Keep doing you.
Yeah, I mean, the rich people go to like McDonald's because
they're just people.
Well, I mean, there's like, to me, there's like a theory behind it. Because, like, if you spend a lot of money, you don't have as much money. And people who have money love money. Like,
yeah, they're I don't know if fickle's the right word, but they're like,
frugal.
They're smart. Yeah. They don't spend their money on
it's always
a bunch of expensive shit they don't need.
It's always like the fucking middle-aged people who already have like a shit ton of money or like are well off already that argue with the people
the
are
clerks, the counter people
in the customer service industry about like, it says it's 5% off. Give me that 5 fucking percent. Otherwise, I'm going to escalate this, or at least attempt, and have you fired.
Basically Karens. And by the way, when we picked up these beers, there was a lady in front of us just like that, except for she was maybe in her 20s.
I don't mind what she did, like, if it says something out there, but she was like, she was cool with it. It's like, oh, well, like...
Well, we went to CVS, and she got the receipt back, and the coupons on the receipt said 5% off, yada, yada. And she was like, why didn't this apply? And in my head, I was like, you just fucking bought it and got the coupon. What do you mean? So she's like, can I go back and buy 2 more and get the deal? And then he's like, yeah, I'll try it out. And then she like went and got it. And I don't know, we left beforehand, but
I mean, working at like at Target, I see it a lot whenever I help at the front. And some people are super cool about it, and it's like, it says this, and I'm like, well, I scanned it with my store-issued scanner that has all the sales information.
Up to date, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's like, I have all the information. It says it's not on sale. It's not on sale. Well, it was over there, and it's like, you probably found it in the wrong spot. And that's what I like about working at Target, is like, I actually have a little bit of power over guests, even though I'm just a regular sales floor member.
Well, that's the thing too, is like, you're not necessarily a service member, you're just well, I said this at another podcast, right? I was like, Target's not service based. It's like,
yeah, I mean, that's like, people in retail would disagree, but I mean
you're allowed to disagree, but
yeah.
Like, if we really broke it down, I'm sure there's like some stance we're not really come to a conclusion.
We don't provide a service.
You stock shelves.
The service I provide is if people need it, if they need help finding something.
But that's not like
that's the
main
service
job
I provide. No, it's not. It's something on the side, but that's the service I provide.
Like, think about it like this. Like, when you apply for a job, there's going to be like a set list of duties and responsibilities, right?
Yes.
So, like, when I was working at Panda Express, I was a kitchen assistant, and I basically just cooked rice, chow mein, and all the sides. What that means is I just do that all day. So if someone approached me and said, hey, can you do this? Then they asked me, like, go wipe down a table, or a customer said, hey, your bathroom's dirty, can you go clean it? My manager one time got mad because I went to go clean it.
It's not your fucking job.
It's not my job, and she was thinking at the time, she's like, yo, don't go touch a dirty ass bathroom and then go cook food. That's cross contamination.
Well, I mean, I'd assume you'd wash your hands.
Absolutely, but it makes more sense when it's just, you're hired for this job, do this job.
Yes.
My job at that point would be, let me get you someone who can help you with that.
Of course. My job is stock shelves, help guests, and help anywhere else that it's needed. So that's why I'm up at the front a lot, because sometimes the only people who work in the front are either really fucking old or really young kids. And working with young, like, teenagers is the fucking worst, because they always call out because they don't want a job, but they have a job in the first place. So, like, why the fuck are you here?
It's a growing phase, man. We've faced it
countless times.
I mean, I think I was different when I was 16 because I got the job like a month into being. I got a job like a month into being 16 because I couldn't wait to work and make my own money. But that's kind of just the environment I grew up in. It was like, if you want money, go get it.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say something and it was gonna be good.
Well, I can continue on my
Go
point.
ahead, yeah, just go.
So like, if people approach me and are like, this said it was something else.
I got it. I'm gonna put a pin in it. You keep going.
Okay, if people come up to me and I'm on a register and they're like, this said it was another price, and I'm like, well, I've scanned it with my scanner that's in my pocket. It says it's this price, not the price you say. If you take a picture of where you found it, I can gladly help you and give you that price. If not, sorry, it's not on sale. It's not that price. Go fuck yourself.
Should I mix it up or should I go with another Mind Haze?
Take something else. Don't be selfish. So, I mean, that's like Target gives us a lot of power, you know, like to do the right thing, of course, but most of the time, like, it's
I can't help you,
the right thing is to be like, it's this price, take it or leave it.
bitch.
Most times they take it because
They need it.
I have that effect on people. And so, like, last week, a guest bought a patio table. It was $20. And they were like, the sign said it's 15% off. Or no,
They asked for 15% off of a patio table that was $20.
it was 20% off.
Oh, wait. The patio table was $20.
It was a patio furniture sale. So it
Okay.
fell
I was like, $20 is not,
it fell under a brand.
in my opinion, enough to ask for 15% off.
It's not, but it fell under a brand that said all this is 20% off.
Mm-hmm.
And it was on I want to say it was on Monday. And no, it was either on Saturday or Sunday, because a new ad goes out every Sunday. So every Saturday, we're supposed to take the old ads out, throw them away, and then on Sunday morning, they
So
put
it
the
was
new ads
employee error.
in. No, it was on May 30th. So whatever day of the
Date
week
is today.
May 30th. It wasn't an expired ad, which I thought it was. I was like, "Can you show me?" And they were like, "Yeah, we'll be right back. We'll take a picture of it." And I was like, "Perfect." And that was the last guest I helped, so I stood to the side with the table. They came back. They showed me the picture, and I said, "Sure enough, it was a Room Essentials table is 20% off." And I was like, "Okay, I'll honor that. I don't know why I didn't adjust the price. It's within the time frame. Sure, here's $4 off. Take it.
$4.
It's $4. You didn't make a scene. I love you.
Be respectful.
Yeah. Fuck
Don't
rich.
be a dick.
Fuck rich people. They're the worst.
Whoa. I just defended a guy in a Bentley.
He's cool.
But let's just say this. I want to say there's no such thing as rich people who are bad.
Fuck the middle-aged people.
If you're a piece of shit, you're a piece of shit. Rich, poor, middle class, whatever. You should know what respect is, and you should know how to treat people and just be human to one another.
I like the people who are like yelling at a fast food worker who's like 16. It's like,
Yeah,
how
dude.
hard could your job possibly be?
Mhm.
It's like, well, have you ever fucking done it?
Well, yeah.
No.
Also, it's like,
No, I haven't. I would never work here. Then shut your fucking mouth.
I also got yelled at by like construction workers. A lot of like the big dudes in like their 40s who like would drive a truck and buy lunch for their entire crew for the day. they'd be like, how fucking hard is your job? All you do is push buttons all day. Like, I do the real work. It's like, what, all you do is swing a hammer all day? Like, I'm pretty sure I could figure that one out, dick nuts.
And then you did construction.
And then I did construction, and guess what? I preferred it over fucking McDonald's, because guess what? People are assholes to you at McDonald's, and when you're in construction, you just gotta hit nails and lift heavy stuff, and that's it. And if anyone tells you to do anything else, like customer service, you tell them to fuck off, because why? You're a construction worker. That's it. That's all you do. Which is going to segue into my point that I was going to say earlier.
Go for it.
Know your fucking worth. Oh my god, man. It took me so long to realize this. And all the contracts that you sign to get a job the contracts.
Read
them, but also what I said before was like the job responsibility and duties part. You're going to save yourself so much strife if you just stick to those things listed that you have to do. And I hate to be this guy because I think you should go above and beyond and you should be human and you should be nice. But let's say your manager approaches you and goes, hey, clean this table, and it's not in your contract to clean tables. Don't clean that fucking table, because what you do is set a precedent. What you do is you say, I'm here for this job, but I'll do anything else extra and get paid the same. That's bad, because it starts to snowball. And don't be a dick about it, like I'm saying earlier. Like, don't say, like, it's not my fucking job or whatever, but, you know, be like, look, man, like, I don't know how to do that, and, like, I'm not trained, and, like, I'm not really, like, you know, not really designated for that job, you know, or just say that you have something else to do. Like, try to be nice about it. But like, for a long time, I'd be doing this job where, like, going back to the Panda Express example, I'd be cooking chow mein, and then someone would say, hey, this table's dirty, can you clean it? And I'm just always trying to be like the fucking, you know, good guy who's feels like I'm saving the day by cleaning someone's table off to help them eat their meal that cost them $8. But I do that, and it took me getting yelled at for that to realize, like, oh yeah, it's like, it's not my place to do that. Like, and if it's someone else's place, just say, look, I will get you someone who can do it, because I can't. And even though it sounds simple, like pushing buttons or swinging a hammer or wiping a table, there's someone there for that job, getting paid for that job. Yeah. And their list of responsibilities. So
it's because you came from Panda, from Pizza Rev, where it was there's no structure,
free for all,
no structure. Everyone did
everything.
Everyone. I mean, they say cross training is a good thing, but it's also like
they just do that to get you to do more work.
It's a bad thing at the same time, because yes,
it's good for them, bad for employees.
Yes, but I mean, like,
I'm gonna drink this beer.
Yes, please. Because, like, when I left Pizza Rev and I worked at Target, I left Pizza Rev because I didn't want responsibility anymore. I wanted to just coast by, have a nice, easy job, and have no stress.
Leave me the fuck alone and don't micromanage me.
I mean, it wasn't really micromanaged.
That's how I operate, but go ahead.
Because I was the unofficial general manager, so, like, I really did whatever the fuck I wanted. I hired who I wanted, even though I only got to hire one person. She was a good worker, and then the acting general manager at the time hired her best friend, which was a piece of shit worker.
It'd be like that.
So, like, I have a good eye for things. But I left.
A good judge of character.
I left because I didn't want responsibility anymore. And then working at Target, they were like, this is your job. We're going to tell you what to do every day. Do it. And I was like, okay, dope. I'll do a really good job. But then it took my store director asking me, like, hey, have you ever thought about being a leader here? And I was like, yeah, I have. I kind of want to do it again. And I was like, yeah, I used to do this. And he was like, oh, you already have experience. Perfect. Well, like,
well, here's the thing, too.
We'll put you on a fast track.
I'm gonna cut you off real quick.
Go for it.
Because here's the thing, too, man. Like, it took me getting the job at, you know, Copper Blues to realize, like, oh, shit, like, I am valuable. And, like, I do have these good personality traits that make me successful in this position. I am a good leader. I am a good teacher. I am good at these things. And people tell me all the time when I'm showing them, like, the mixer breakdown of audio and this and that, they're always like, have you ever thought, like, people tell me the one thing I get more than anything is, have you thought about being a teacher? Because usually when I'm sitting down explaining to someone something, they really appreciate how clear I am in saying, this is point A and this is how you get to point B. And I appreciate that, and I do like teaching. I feel really valued when you teach someone something that you've learned. But yes. I only know that because, like, for audio, it's like I just spent so many hours going through these complex videos and techniques and strategies to realize, oh, it's 1, 2, 3, done. Like, I've only learned that because I've spent so much time understanding it. I mean, like, you could simplify it. Like a teacher, like a high school teacher, they probably know math way out of the league of any high school realm, which is why they understand their realm so well. But they also know the long way of doing it, the showing your work way of doing it, and they typically know a way that's a little bit faster and a little bit easier.
Yeah. Sometimes like the shortcuts are harder to explain.
Well, you can't get the shortcuts unless you understand the fundamentals.
The long cuts.
Yeah, you can't understand the shortcuts and still you understand the.
Yes.
What would be a good word for that? Not long cuts, but just like the gritty. You can't see sunshine until you see dirt.
Just
That's all I know how to say it. Like, yeah, unless you really grind at it for a little bit and like put in your first year shit, put in the manpower, you're not gonna see results quickly until you've been doing it for a while.
Yeah. I mean, I just hope that whenever I have kids, if they eventually get a job in the service industry, if they're not put into nepotism by whatever successful business I'm running in 10 years.
Shout out to Josh and his success and the successful ass in the future.
Which they won't be, because I'm against nepotism. I hate it. It's not fair.
Dogma. Fuck dogma.
I don't know what that means.
It's kind of like nepotism, but it's like peer pressure from like it's like peer pressure from your peers. No shit. It's like peer pressure from people you work with that make you take a different route that you don't want to do.
I know they talked about dogma in my philosophy class, but I missed that day.
So the TLDR is essentially like, remember how I was like, you should be my video guy?
Yeah.
And you went to school for video?
Yeah.
And then you're like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Dogma.
Nice.
Cheers to you.
It took moving out, getting in a lot of debt, and not being able to get a job for me to realize I didn't like it. I still like doing this.
But I get that.
I don't want to pursue it professionally anymore.
I totally get that, man. And that's all I'm saying is basically like, yeah, to be dogmatic is like, Steve Jobs gave it in his graduation speech. I forget to what college, but that's kind of where I picked up the word, and the meaning is basically it's like nepotism. It's like if other people want you to do something, but you don't want to do it, don't do it. It was it was dogmatic in a sense that I was like, I need a video guy, you do video, do my video. But you grew out of the dogmatic when you realized I don't want to do this, and then you said I'm going to do this instead.
Yes. But yeah, so I mean, whenever I have kids, I hope they're nice, at least because it took me working at McDonald's to realize like, wow, this job isn't the best. People treat you like shit. So whenever I go through a drive-thru, I'm always super polite. Because
always be polite.
I've been on the other side.
Because they will spit in your fucking food.
I've been on the other side. I know what it's like. I know what it's like when you're having a bad day and you still have to do your job and it's hard as fuck. It's super busy. You're slammed. There's 2 people working. You got to make a whole bunch of ice creams and it's bad. It's bad. Don't get a fucking dipped cone ever. Especially when especially when it's fucking busy.
I honest to God hope they just don't have dip cones anymore. It's a terrible business model.
During the summertime, they'd always leak and make a fucking mess.
Mm-hmm.
They would just break. Dipped cones are shit.
McDonald's, call me. I have some business ideas that'll save you money and time. You're gonna be getting rid of a lot of shit, but trust me,
they
it's
already
worth
got
it.
rid of a lot of shit.
We're gonna get rid of more shit.
Even Taco Bell, they cut half their menu out.
Well, I mean, it's the same 3 ingredients, you know?
Yeah, Mexican food's easy.
Tortilla, cheese, meat, or chicken.
Okay.
So.
Topic of kids, though. I want to get back to that.
Yeah, sorry. Good.
Were you ever bullied as a child?
Yes.
Whenever I have kids, I imagine myself having boys. I don't want a daughter. I fear for my life with that.
Can I say this real quick, too?
Of course.
I once heard a wise man say, if I had a daughter, I'd be in jail. And I 100% concur with that because
You'd protect the shit out of her.
I could imagine me losing my shit
It's your little girl.
over any small detail and just being like, I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Like, if anyone did anything wrong, you're murdered. You're dead. It's like, no questions asked. Like, I'm gonna murder you. Don't you fucking do that.
I wouldn't go for the child itself. Like, so if anyone ever came at like my sons or my children in general and was making fun of them or just making them have not a totally chill time,
nice.
I wouldn't fuck with the kid. That's not my realm.
Okay.
I would kick the shit out of that kid's fucking parents. I would throw down with that kid's dad.
I would like to clarify, I obviously wouldn't beat a child.
Hey, if he jumps in, he's catching
I imagine my daughter fully grown, being an adult, doing whatever she wants to do and whatever she feels she needs to do.
As an adult, sure, I'll kick
As an adult,
I'll kick that shitty teenager's
and then
ass.
beating the shit out of, said boyfriend who like hit her or something. Like, that motherfucker's dead.
I'm talking about kids though.
I'm talking 18 and up.
Yeah, I'm talking
kids. Obviously
10 years old.
Obviously, I'm not gonna.
If I'm fighting that kid's dad though, and he jumps in and I throw a punch and it misses the dad and hits the kid, it's not my fault.
So be it.
It's not my fault. It just happened. That's the universe wanted it.
Mm-hmm.
But I would so fast. Like, how's your day at school? Not good. Why? Tell me why.
Now.
Oh, Johnny said this. Where does he live? He's gonna have a real bad time.
Yeah.
No, words don't solve these kinds of problems. Actions speak louder than words. Look at what's going on right now.
Big facts. One thing I think I'd like to say too, in case we have any underage listeners who got past the filter, shouts out to you.
Yeah, you shouldn't be watching this.
You shouldn't be watching it, but hang on. Dramatic sip. Unfazed. One thing I wish I did as a kid was I wish I got in basically more fights. Here's why.
Fights don't solve anything.
Violence is not the answer. But when you're being unfairly bullied or just every day's a living hell, it would have been really relieving to just throw a swing or two at said bullies. And I really think that in hindsight, I've been suspended from school. Once you graduate, none of it really matters as long as you learn how to navigate who you are and your beliefs and your thoughts. So you might as well find out where your line is. You might as well find out what you're made of early on, because at a certain point, like, I know it's not worth it for me to get in fights right now. Obviously it'd be really bad.
I'm out of shape.
I am out of shape. I'd go to jail. It'd cost money, etc., etc. And I'm not saying you should fight while you can, but
don't go starting fights.
But here's the thing. I turned to principals, teachers, parents. I've turned to everyone, and it didn't help. It didn't change a damn thing. In fact, it made it worse every time. No questions asked. And I wish just once I didn't take the high road. Because based on the stories that you hear once you grow up, everyone says, and I guess it's kind of true for me too. There was that one defining fight or that one defining moment that everyone was like, okay, well, like, stop fucking with him because there's a possible chance you'll get hurt. But yeah, I'm not condoning violence. I'm just saying if you've exhausted every route, maybe, just maybe, a riot is the answer.
You want to know a fun fact about me?
Sure.
So I got pantsed in my 6th period, 7th grade English class. And the kid who did it, his name was Kevin. I forgot his last name. He pantsed me, and I was like, haha, you got me, all in like good fun. And I told my mom, and she was like, who is this motherfucker? We're telling the school. He got suspended, and he was on He was on the basketball team. He was like 3 feet tall at the time. He was on the basketball team, and since he got suspended, he couldn't go on like this year-end like trip to the water park, and he blamed me for it. And I was like, dude, I had nothing to do with it.
Here's the
My
thing,
mom
though.
just went super protective mode, and she probably remembers this. Like, hey, mother, you fucked up Kevin's water park trip.
Here's the fucking problem, though. Like, the small mind it takes for someone to say, I pantsed you and you told, and now I can't go to the water park. That's just consequence.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it was all in like, at the time, it was like, haha, you got me. Good fun.
Regardless, though. I mean...
I ruined his trip to the water park.
He ruined his trip to the water park. It's the same ideology of, I didn't give you that grade. You earned that grade. Yes, is what you're gonna say.
I was gonna say, I guess.
It's kind of the same thing as yes.
Sure.
All I'm saying is...
Shouts out to Kevin.
Shout out Kevin.
Kevin Mick something.
Kevin Nick?
Mick.
Oh.
MC, I believe. I think.
McDougal.
No.
I know someone named McDougal. Sorry.
He was very
Sorry,
small.
it's weird. I don't actually know who you are. Something McDougal.
He was very small. And he was on the basketball team, but he was quick, so that's how he did well.
Kevin McQuick.
No. Regardless, the last like few weeks have been really fucking weird for me, cause like I'll be at work, right, and it might just because I'm working for long periods of time without like any breaks, or just like days off in general. But, like my sense of time is
fucked.
It's completely fucked. So like, and especially because we've been closing early, because of COVID.
Are you guys closed right now?
Yeah, we closed at 7.
Fuck, really?
Yeah, we
I
usually...
was gonna say that's where we gotta get food. I wanted to cook today.
No, we usually close at 9 because
Jesus.
of COVID. But like with that increased protests in the area, we've been closing earlier to deal with city curfews. Curfew is actually 5 p.m. Fun fact.
Right now, currently?
Yeah, in this area.
What the fuck, man? I'm gonna get shot on my way home.
You're not allowed to go home, so keep drinking.
Shh, don't gotta tell me twice.
So we've been closing early, but like it'll be like 5 o'clock, and I'm so used to working like 12 to 8s, like just that full mid shift. That like
those are the best, by the way. If you get those, stop complaining.
It depends on where you work.
Fair enough.
But like I usually work like a 12 to 8 like every day, and so like I'll be helping a guest, and it's Target. It's bright as fuck in there. There's one entrance at one part of the store. I happen to work on that side of the store, but I don't always see the door. So it's like how Las Vegas casinos don't have windows, so you don't know what time it is to keep people in there.
Time in Vegas in general doesn't fucking matter.
It doesn't exist.
But go ahead, yeah.
But it's that same kind of effect.
The mentality
that's
of it.
been happening to me. It's like, I don't know what fucking time it is, even though I check my watch for my breaks all the time. But like, it'll be like 6 o'clock, and I'll be like, I feel like it's dark outside.
Well, it's also we're coming off the time change.
That was like 3 months ago.
I don't know, man. I'll be honest with you. I when I was a kid, I never got bothered by the time change, and all of a sudden, the last year or two, the time change would happen, and I guess I'm just more aware of what's going on, or how time and daylight kind of do this forbidden dance that we need, and yeah, now I'm fucked all the hell, and I'm all backwards. So
daylight savings is fucking stupid, but it fucks me up because I'll be at work and I'm like, it's this time. I think it's not even like I look at the time. It's just, oh, it should be dark out, and I look at the door and it's fucking midday,
right,
and I'm like,
do you want to know
what
why?
The fuck?
Do you want to know why they won't get rid of daylight savings, even though we voted it out?
Why?
There's a direct...
Everyone's just been so used to it.
Well, there's a direct correlation between when daylight savings is off and when daylight savings happens. That exact switchover, there's an increase in heart attacks and deaths.
Why?
I'm not the scientist. I've only seen the numbers, but during that time, you'll see people with heart conditions more likely to die in the first like week of it, because I guess it shocks the system or whatever it does.
Stresses them the fuck out.
And then when they turn it back off, same thing.
That's
And there's a solid correlation of like
people are weak.
I believe it was 2,500 people on average that die, and they put the numbers up to
so many people.
It's because of the time shock. It's the same thing as like if you're in a jacuzzi and you jump into a pool of cold water, it shocks your system and that's bad for it. And then if you do it with time at a certain age with a certain heart condition, same thing.
That's interesting. But so I mean, if they got rid of it, that wouldn't happen.
Yep, but there's the conspiracy theory side of it. So the on paper side, it's a
capitalism thing.
You stay out later to spend more money. The conspiracy theory side is it's population control.
I mean, if it only happens like 2,500 people in the first week.
I forgot the numbers, but I feel like it was about 2,000,
just
250.
Just 25. Like a ballpark of, let's just say 2,500 people within a week. Mm-hmm. More than that, people are born a day.
But the thing is, it wasn't the 2,500 people. So like, there's X amount of heart attacks a year.
Yes.
But when the time change, it increases by X amount. It might even be 25%. I don't remember. I just remember being 2.5 or somewhere in the 20% range. It increases a exponential amount that they like to see, basically. And like I said, it's the capitalist side and versus the conspiracy theory side.
Interesting.
Either way, it's pretty crazy, right? Because it's still pitting life versus money. It's like
people always pick money.
We're doing it because everyone on the West Coast, everyone on the West Coast stays out to spend more money. Or it's because people die by X amount and it's good population control. Either way, it's like fucking... there's obviously a reason behind it. Which will never be really
Arizona
revealed.
And Hawaii are doing just fine without it.
Does Hawaii get affected by the time change?
No, Arizona and Hawaii are the two states that don't do daylight savings time.
Yeah, I know. It's only really California and some.
It's every other state.
Really?
Yes, it's all 48.
Man, I'd like to look at those figures again, because
I grew up without it.
Same.
And well, I was there for longer.
You were, but still, damn.
And so like, I grew up without it, and I had. So before I moved here, I played Xbox with my cousin Trevor's friends that he went to high school with.
And now he only plays Xbox with me.
Let me tell my story, damn.
Sorry, go ahead.
So I play Xbox with Trevor's friends that he went to school with, and like they were my friends too by trade, because like we played Call of Duty together and whatnot. And so like they'd be like, damn, it's getting late, and I'm like, nah. And they were like, what? And like, daylight savings time. Like, we're an hour ahead of you. And it's like, what? Doesn't make
But
any
even then,
sense.
it's only an hour.
I mean, yeah, it's an hour, but I mean, like, in high school, you gotta go to bed and go to school. And fun fact, there's a kid, you might know him. His name is Phoenix Ray.
I know of a kid named Phoenix. I don't know his last name. Is he the tall gay kid? I'm always gonna default to that.
No.
Whatever name you say, I remember a tall gay kid.
He went to our high school. His family owns the Freak Show in Venice.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't...
He's a super affluent kid.
I don't think I know him, but I know of... No.
Yeah.
Phoenix was the chubby kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know Phoenix.
Yeah, he's basically the same. He just kind of got taller.
No shit.
Yeah.
Shout out to Phoenix.
I played Xbox with Phoenix before I moved out here, and then I moved out here, went to Westlake,
went to school with him.
What?
How'd you fucking find? Yo, stop! Because hold up. After what you've heard me say about like how crazy is it that we've lived? Okay, how the fuck has this never come up? Maybe it did. I don't know.
It has.
Okay, but how the fuck? No, because like.
Yes.
After everything I've said about us living so close together, and that on top of it now, it's like, how the fuck?
It's because we had a mutual friend
How the fuck?
that I met through Trevor.
We're in a goddamn simulation. Cut the tape.
Her name is Bree. I met Bree through Trevor, and Bree knew Phoenix from something. I don't know what.
Apparently, everyone knows fucking Phoenix.
Everyone knows Phoenix.
Everyone did know Phoenix, actually.
He was just that kid, that rich
Man,
kid.
that proves that you can be popular and fat and dorky.
And so Phoenix and I became mutual friends through Bree, and then we ended up going to the same high school in the exact same classes in the Wit Academy.
Oh my god, did I say this last time about the people who knew I had friends in the Wit Academy? They said people in the Wit Academy were fucking weird and like communists, and
some of them were weird, yeah, but none of us were communists.
What's your take on that? Like the whole... So basically, I was asked, why are people in this academy so weird and different? I said community. People need someone or something to identify with, so it's like jokes, right? Like we joke about like memes or TV shows we watch.
Yeah.
If you don't have that material, you need to form some kind of community, some sort of bond with someone, some stranger in a fucking cesspool of adolescence and social awkwardness. The first thing you're going to need to do is say, well, maybe I'm a communist. And the first person who says, well, maybe I'm a communist too, you're friends.
Yeah, no one in the Wit Academy, to my knowledge, was communist, and I knew everyone in there.
I'm just saying, as far as it goes for being weird,
yes.
How many people were fucking weird but got along with everyone else in that group because they were fucking weirdos?
45%.
That's all I needed to hear.
Like, we all knew each other, but, like, we weren't all tight, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we all had the same classes together.
Yeah.
But, like, we all knew each other. We all knew who, like, people were. We weren't all in the same friend group, of course. That's not how life works.
But we all ended up at the same high school.
We all ended up at the same high school. I played Xbox with Phoenix, and then I knew... Because his gamer tag was Phoenix Ray. Like, that's just your fucking name. And then I came out, and I saw a kid
How did you link up
class.
with him on Xbox? Was it just by chance?
Through one of my cousin's mutual friends.
Okay, so... Damn, bro. So that's a tight circle.
Yeah.
Back to what I was saying earlier, is like, this is a fucking simulation, bro. Like with that and the fact that like we've lived like so close together and still close, like, fuck it all, mama. Fuck it all.
And it's funny because like he had no idea who I was in person because he's never seen me, or like all he had to go off was my voice back then, which sounded basically the same. My voice hasn't changed much.
Really?
Yes. I think so.
I think you and Ryan both have deeper voices than I do.
I mean, it depends on like who I'm talking to. When I'm doing...
Well, you're just...
My customer service voice is deep.
Well, you
I've
kind
been
of...
called out on it.
You're kind of just super monotone.
I guess.
Yeah. Dude, does everything to break the monotone.
Of course. That's how it works.
That's how it works.
Okay, so all he had to go off was my voice.
Shout out to Josh chugging 2
I'm almost done with this one.
Firestones, just put me in the dust, man. These are great beers, by the way. I just drank the Union Jack.
I always drink faster than you on this show. Just cuz. So yeah, all he had to go off of was my voice.
Do you intend to drink faster than me on the show?
No, I just do.
Because I remember at a time I was always the fastest eater and the fastest drinker.
Still are the fastest eater. But back to my story, all he had to go off of was my voice. And I didn't speak much because, like, I'm a quiet kid.
Hi.
If I don't have anything to say, I'm not going to say anything. I don't participate in class because I don't want to be judged on what I say and if it's wrong. And so I eventually approached him and was like, "Hi, you're Phoenix, right?" "Yeah.
That's my name. Don't wear it out."
I played Xbox with you." And he was like, "What?" "I'm Cows Go Moo." And he was like, "What?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm Cows Go Moo." And he was like, "What the fuck? Like, you're joking, right?" He was like,
Did he know you lived in Arizona at the time?
"Yeah."
So for
But he
him, it
didn't-
was
he
all
didn't
just
know-
like connecting the dots.
He didn't
and
know I
like,
moved. Yeah, it was just like all right there. And he was like, "No fucking way." Like,
he seemed like the cool guy who'd be like, "No shit."
yeah, I mean, yeah. He definitely got... He went to Moore Park, too, of course. Like,
Did he?
Yeah.
Save that money.
Then he
I mean, especially if you're just going to take a few parents'
he
business.
transferred out to somewhere. I don't know.
Save that money.
He doesn't have to. They had a reality TV show.
Did they? What the fuck?
Yeah, it was on.
You clearly know more than I do about this.
It was on AMC.
Jesus Christ.
I keep tabs on people. I'm like Oscar. But I'm not.
Moment of silence
I'm not
for
bad.
the fallen.
I not like keep tabs. I keep up on people.
Mm-hmm. We know what you meant.
That's what Facebook is for. Stalking, not
I
stalking.
immediately don't like the tangerine
but
one.
keep track. It's good.
Don't like it.
It's grapefruit.
It doesn't mix well with the first two.
Well,
The Mind Haze and the Union Jack. This one, it's out of left field.
Then grab another one. Just leave it out.
I mean, fucking.
We have a lot of them.
All right.
You know you don't like that one. Take another one.
Ugh, this is the only one I haven't tried yet.
It's good. It's low cal.
The Fly Jack. I was gonna say it's only 96 calories. Get a fucking load of that.
It's good.
All right. Well, here's to wasting beer. Oscar, if you're watching and or listening, sorry.
No. So I mean, it's just like life is full of small coinky dinks,
You know, shit.
and it really makes me like appreciate the Craigslist section for missed connections.
Why? Tell me why.
Because like, have you ever been on misconnections?
You better believe I've posted on Misconnections.
It's the saddest fucking thing ever.
Am sad boy.
Craigslist misconnections is like, I saw this tall blonde beauty at the grocery store, and I
Beautiful
walked
blonde
past
in the
you.
red dress. You were buying grapes and potatoes, talking about cooking dinner for your husband and your 3 children tonight. I love you.
It's the ultimate creeper status, and it's like, well, first of all, what the fuck are you doing? Like,
What are you hoping for?
you can approach this person like a normal human being, try to talk to them, and see what happens. But no, you're a creeper lurking in the dark, posting on Craigslist misconnections, thinking that they're gonna go on Craigslist too because they have the same opinion of you, but you're just fucking wrong.
It's a dart in the dark, bro. Also, who the fuck is Craig and why do we trust him so much?
He had a list.
Santa has a list. Guess what, kids, if you're listening, change the video now. He's fucking fake. He's not real.
So is the Easter Bunny, the Tooth Fairy. What other holidays?
Ugh.
Mother's Day, Father's Day,
I'm not even
Teacher's
embarrassed.
Day.
Teacher's Day? It's a thing now?
Yeah, National Teacher's Day.
Happy Teacher's
It's
Day.
Teacher Appreciation Day.
I'm not even embarrassed to admit that I believed in Santa Claus until my junior year of high school.
You're a fucking idiot. Didn't
Yeah.
you also not beat it until then too?
Yeah. I didn't masturbate until sophomore. I don't know the timeline. It definitely wasn't until high school.
Late high school.
Late high school.
Sad.
Nothing in my life really happened until late high school.
Sad.
I didn't smoke for the first time. I didn't drink for the first time. I didn't do shit for the first time until late high school and quite literally post high school.
Nice.
Thanks. Have we needed to refer to these notes at all?
Yeah,
Because I'm vibing right now.
all the points I brought up have been from my notes.
Really? God damn.
I'm just that fucking good at
Damn, bro.
transitions and segues.
I gotta say, this feels like definitely the smoothest podcast we've ever had. And with the good beer, we gotta have the good beer. Last time we had fucking Blue Moon.
Yeah, and you
Sorry.
picked it.
Sorry,
That was
guys.
all you.
But yeah. What else you got on the notes? Is that everything?
All my notes are done.
All mine's is done. Alright, well, we don't have to end it, but
we don't. We're gonna keep
I'm
going.
vibing. Oh, I haven't even tried this beer yet. Let's try this beer
Flyjack.
and let's
Firestone Flyjack.
Yo, I cannot wait to go back to a bar and just drink with you.
All the
and
bars
play
are open out here.
pool. Really?
Yeah, just limited capacity. Clubhouse is open.
We gotta go to Clubhouse.
Not tonight.
All right, but like you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. I got you.
love Clubhouse. All right, 2 dudes drinking beer. Damn. Ugh. Well, it smells kind of funky.
You don't judge a beer by its smell.
I judge everything by the smell. You know that.
You shouldn't.
Well, I do. Let's. I don't know where you're going with that, but if I feel like it has something to do with me.
No. It's from a meme. It has to do with vaginas and smelling. If they
Your pussy stank.
If they smell like roses and shit, it's not real.
Roses and shit?
It's and stuff rather. It's supposed to smell like the back of a PS4. Just hot air, just hot metal.
Yeah. I mean,
that's an X-rated joke.
Is it
delivered
though?
Poorly?
Well, you started clearly. I love that you like. Here's the thing. I've been watching the podcasts, the last two anyway, in full length, and I look at my eyes and they just fucking wander all over the place like a crazy person. So I keep looking at myself. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in his head? And I'm going to look back at this podcast. I'm going to look at you, and I'm going to love the fact that you laughed at your joke. That means a whole joke, a whole fucking joke
I said it
ran through your head. Like, whatever format that was in. I don't know about you, but most jokes take at least 1 to 2 minutes to tell. Like, a good joke. That whole shit ran through your head in, like, a fucking snap. And you fucking laughed at it.
It's because I was referencing something else already. I didn't come up with it on the spot.
All I'm saying is I'm going to enjoy watching that later because I looked at myself and I'm like, this motherfucker's crazy. I don't make eye contact for shit. My eyes are always bouncing around like they do now, and I'm trying to work on it, and it's not fucking helping.
I'm either looking at you or looking at where the two monitors meet.
Bro, my eyes are literally... It's like you're talking to a chameleon over here.
Do you want me to put shit on the walls for you to look at? And just focus on
Here's the thing. I'm looking at the monitor for the audio, and then I look at the camera, and then I look at the mixer, and then I look at you, and then my eyes just like I'm looking at this wall right now.
On the wall.
Well, that's what I'm saying, but like I just fucking I don't realize it, but I mean I realized it literally today because I watched the last podcast today. But
did you share it? No.
Maybe you should push some shit on the walls.
You didn't.
I didn't share it. I'm
Good
sorry.
thing I got Facebook ads going.
Look, man.
We got 900 post views.
What?
Yeah, I got Facebook ads going.
Fuck yeah. Look.
There's like 100 engagements on it.
Don't take this the wrong way. Nice. Don't take this the wrong way, man. But like, I love doing this, but I said going in, I don't care about it, and I think it's essential for me to not care. I'll happily share and post. Like, I seen Raul and Ryan posting it on their stories, and I interact. So like, I love interacting with fans, but like, I don't think it's in me to take the initiative to wake up and be like, I have to share this. I have to do this.
I'm not saying wake up at 8:30 in the morning when they go live to post it.
I woke up at 1 in the afternoon today.
First of all, you're doing life fucking
I'm doing life
wrong.
right. I'm doing life so right. And anyone out there who thinks waking up in the afternoon is wrong, go fuck yourselves. I'm living
That just
the
means you're
best
irresponsible
life.
and you have nothing to do.
You're full. You've never been
I still
more
have a
wrong
job.
and you know it.
I still have a job.
That has nothing to do with it.
That means I have responsibilities I still gotta do.
So people who work all night till 2 a.m. till the bars close and sleep till the afternoon.
That's fucking different.
That's me. That's the system I'm stuck in.
You never got off at 2 a.m. You always got off at fucking 11:30 or 12.
That's because I'm good at my job. But the fact is...
It's because they don't want you getting overtime.
Yeah.
Not because you're good at your job, motherfucker.
I am good at my job.
You are. Sometimes. Except for today.
Yeah, no shit, right? The one time I choose to brag about it, I fuck up. And it was just a level issue. Something during a live show, easily fixed. Not an issue. But during a pre-recorded show, there is little to no error exception, let me tell you. But I will like to say it's super nice doing this podcast because it's getting me super acclimated to this mixer and the interface with Audacity and all that. And and I'm looking forward to this gig on Sunday because I'm gonna have basically every one of these channels filled. And for an audio engineer, that's like
all 4 of them.
it's a wet dream. There's 2 mic pre's and
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's the 1002. This is the one you bought me, motherfucker. You should know there's 10 channels.
Oh, they're up here.
Yeah. The whites of the whites of the volume knobs.
I missed 2. Well, 4, but yes, 2.
I want to really get the what's it?
Just throw away my gifts and get something else.
Dude, if you knew how much I've used this in the last 2 years.
And you're not even acclimated to it?
Damn, good point. But
how's that keyboard?
The MIDI? Okay, I practice on that every day. I've written 2 songs. Would you like me to perform a song with it? I'll do it live on the podcast. I can plug it into this mixer, play that keyboard, and sing a song on this podcast live.
You could do that to sign us off.
Do you want me to do that?
Like a fucking.
Do you want me to do that next podcast?
Next one. Yeah.
I don't have the piano for this one.
I'm saying on the next one, dumbass. I agreed.
Let's do it on the next one. On the next one,
that'll be the sign off.
I'll do a shitty song I wrote. And I'm gonna pause and break a lot.
You
but
can play Adele.
I do know the Adele song. It was the first song I ever learned on piano.
Sad piano.
Always with the sad piano, which is funny because that is a sad song in a major key. It's an
music
A major.
Jokes.
Well, it's not music jokes. It's just a fucking.
No one fucking understands that joke. Then
some people understand that joke.
That's because it's a music joke. People who only understand music understand the joke.
People who look, if you get the joke, you're sharp.
You know music.
That's a music joke.
Exactly. That's what I just said.
Anyway, yeah, I'm more than happy to perform a live song for the podcast. You don't like it?
Union Jack is bitter.
Yo, here's the thing. I love the Mine Haze. I love the Union Jack. This is so. That is Garbaggio.
I like the citrus. This is my least favorite. I would say citrus, flyjack, Mine Haze. This
Mine Haze,
Flyjack
Union,
and Mine Haze.
Flyjack,
Flyjack and Mine Haze are interchangeable. 1, 2, 3.
Out of 4 beers.
Yes, because they're interchangeable. So they're tied for second. So then you just go to.
Why not tie it for third? That just speaks volume on how bad you think
it's 2/3.
Union Jack is.
Yeah, it's last.
Damn. Well, that's last for me.
Okay.
That's weird how taste buds and everything's.
It tastes the same as Mango Cart.
You have to. No, it does not.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. Mango Cart actually tastes juicy. Mango Cart is really great. Mango Cart.
Golden Road Mango Cart.
Golden Road Mango Cart is great. It's juicy. It's refreshing. It's tasty. That just is like yuck.
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 I want to go on a vacation, but not like a big vacation. I want to fucking drive somewhere.
I've been talking to Ryan, literally, and I know you're watching this, Ryan. So
Hi.
Take the wheel on this. Tell us where we're going. You drive. I've got time off. Obviously, I've got a lot of time off right now. We'll figure it out with Josh, and we'll just go, man.
Like I've said, I only like to go camping at this one specific place in Arizona. So if you want to go there, it's really nice this time of year.
It is a good time to go camping if you wanted to go camping.
Assuming it's open.
If not, I just learned that camping on the beach is always legal and free.
Depends on the beach. But yes. But yeah, even like just driving up to fucking like
shout out to Firestone. This shit
Oregon
is good.
Never been there. Let's
Not the
go.
citrus shit.
Let's drive to Oregon.
Yo, okay, so like, would you want to go to Oregon because it's beautiful? Like, what attracts you to Oregon?
It's close. It's never been.
I feel like I'd really want to go.
Okay, fuck Nevada. Arizona's all right.
I don't think I'd go to... I'd go to Arizona before I go to Nevada.
We could look at each other's childhood homes.
Do you want to?
Let's do it. I'll show you all 3 of my houses.
I'll show you all one of mine. And I want you to know it's...
The last house I was in actually just got sold.
Really?
Yeah.
My childhood home went up for auction, and I remember I went with my siblings, and we saw the notice on the door. I don't know if it ended up in a TV show or something, but like, you know how there's like the there's a TV show for home auctions. It's kind of like Storage Wars, but it's for houses.
Dope.
I think our house might have ended up in one of those episodes because it was all auction based.
Look into it.
Look, man, like...
Or is it not a priority?
Yeah,
I think that'd be fucking cool. But like, I lived in this house. It was on TV.
I don't... Well,
or is it repressed childhood memories?
It's definitely repressed, man. And that's the thing, too. Like, I wouldn't want to look into it because, like, I wouldn't want to highlight something that's dark. What's the opposite of highlights? Just shadows? I wouldn't want
lights.
I wouldn't want to highlight my... Yeah, I wouldn't want to highlight my lowlights. Case in point. I'd love to show you. That'd be awesome. That'd be a good moment. And also, like, how great would it be to take, like, Ryan and, like, maybe Raul or whoever wants to join us and be like, look, this is where I grew up. Like, that sounds fucking awesome. I'm so down. And we'll like, get a hotel or whatever. And
I know the area so well, too. At least the area
the
area where I grew up, I know it very well.
I barely remember the area. And that's the thing. Like, everyone
I can
of
take
my
you
siblings...
to the Outback my brother worked at. All the Outbacks my dad worked at, which is literally every single one in Arizona.
Nice. I'll take you to the Sonic my mom and both of my sisters worked at.
I know that Sonic, probably.
And the skate park I used to skate at when I was 7, and people said, "You suck, go home."
We can go to the golf course I got lost on and I couldn't find my way back home.
We can go to them.
We could do a lot.
I'm sorry. I'll tell you that one off camera. That's super inappropriate.
Let's go to Arizona.
Ryan, Raul, let's go to Arizona.
Don't listen to this. I know you're going to say no regardless.
We'll be safe.
I know the area. Dad, if you want to come, you're Superman. You're more than welcome.
Dude, fly there and meet us. That'd be so dope to have Daniel along.
It would give us an excuse to see my grandpa. Larry.
Let's go see your grandpa.
Sledgehammer Larry.
And then, on the way back, we'll go from Arizona to Utah to my grandpa's. We'll just squat up. It'll be 8 dudes showing up to my grandpa's house, only knowing me, and be like, "Grandpa, these are my friends."
Hi, Grandpa.
He'd love that.
But low-key, fuck Utah. We're not going to Utah.
Okay.
Another time.
But, like, I love you, Grandpa.
Not in the same trip. Another trip.
I mean, I think Ryan will be down.
If he's driving.
Yeah, I know he would. He'd be like, "Yeah, fuck it."
I would drive to Arizona. I don't care. You go on the 101, you stay in the left lane all the way. That's what my dad said.
Really?
Yeah, he said go on the 101, go all the way, stay
Obviously
in the left
south.
lane. Yes. Now, does that mean... I don't know if that means merge to the far left lane all the time?
I would assume just stay in the 101, because you know how the freeway goes, just 101 south, stay 101 south.
Yes.
That'd be fucking fun. We should do that. You know what? I feel like we're running out of time with this COVID shit and unemployment.
I'll put in the request off.
Do it.
I mean, I got 3 weeks. I can't really do it now. I can do it next month.
I'm willing to roll the dice to say this goes another month.
It's going to go a lot longer than that.
Yeah, what I heard, it's going to August, and it's only June, April, May, June.
Let's shoot for the second week of July.
All right.
Can't do the first week because my mom's birthday is July 2nd.
Ryan, I'm sure you're watching this. Okay,
second week of July.
Shout out to you, Ryan, for watching it at 8 in the morning every day.
I don't think he watches it at 8.
That's what he told me. He says he wakes up, drinks coffee.
No fucking way. I don't believe you.
All right, well...
Prove it.
I'm trying to shout him out.
Prove it next time.
I'm trying to say thank you, Ryan, for waking up at...
Send a picture in the group chat.
Shut the fuck up. I'm talking. Thank you. Jesus.
This is what it's like to be Ryan.
Damn.
Shots fired. Send me a picture in the group chat of you watching at 8:30 in the morning.
He told me he wakes up...
Show me a picture.
I'm still talking. Oh, I'm Ryan. That's the...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ryan, it sucks being you.
Prove it.
Send me... No, shit. No, I'm not taking your side. Fuck you. Ryan told me he woke up at 8 in the morning, drank coffee, and watched the podcast. That's how he starts the morning off. Shout out to you if you're doing that. If
Every
not,
Tuesday and Thursday.
it's all right. I don't really care. Can you drive us to Arizona and back?
I'll drive to Arizona. I know the area better than him.
All right. And then Josh will drive to Arizona, but send him a picture if he needs it. And
Picture of what?
he wanted
Oh,
us to hit him up
thing.
if we're free after. It's
I
9:30.
can't fucking drive anywhere right now.
Yeah. Also curfew, and I'm hungry. Is really a curfew going on right now?
There was an emergency alert that went out. I didn't get it for some reason. I have no idea.
Can I be honest with you then? Shit, I'm admitting this on a podcast. Well, it doesn't matter. This is being smart. Everyone pay attention. I don't feel comfortable being home if there was a curfew sent out for 5 o'clock driving home. Can I spend the night?
Of course, always. I'm willing to take care of you when you get your wisdom teeth pulled out. Your tooth pulled out.
My one tooth pulled
You
out.
could stay here and I'll take care of you.
Really?
You could sleep in my room and I'll sleep here.
Damn.
Live the lap of luxury.
That makes me feel like you were abused during your wisdom tooth extraction.
No, I actually...
Did you beat him?
My parents took really good care of me. I ate nothing but peanut butter jelly sandwiches.
Oh, that sounds so good.
And when I took a shower, I actually threw them up.
What?
Yeah.
I throw up all the time.
You just have to make sure to not take too much of your medicine, of your painkillers, because you could get addicted.
I want to say this too real quick.
And
Oh, God, this is weird.
I would keep fucking track of that.
I don't want to take painkiller medication.
You will want it. It fucking hurts, dude.
Ryan got his wisdom tooth taken out, and he said he took it day 1, and then he just stopped taking it, and he didn't have pain.
He also got really, strong shit. I didn't. I basically just had ibuprofen.
I'd take Advil or something. I don't want to take painkillers or
Ibuprofen.
anything like that.
You're most likely not going to get, Oxy or, hydrocodone.
I don't think I'm going to get...
You're going to get a strong ibuprofen.
I don't feel...
Trust me, I've gotten all 4 removed. I know what it's like. It fucking hurts. It's super uncomfy. You're getting 1 taken out.
My shit already hurts 24/7. Today's the best day it's been in, a week.
Yeah, and
I can swallow... Everyone watch this.
Wow.
First time it didn't hurt in, 4 days.
So, you're going to have a hole in your mouth that's not going to close until 2 weeks.
Which is still why, to be honest, when you asked me earlier if I booked the appointment, it's still why I haven't, because part of me feels like, yo, what if I just let it grow in?
Not worth it.
I don't know, man. It's helped my sinuses. My ears are popping. I don't feel congested anymore. I've only done that gross throat shit once during this podcast.
Your quality of life is going to increase so much when it's gone.
I don't know, man.
You'll be able to feel where it's
That's
gone.
where I'm stuck. That's where I'm stuck right now. I feel like with the growing in, sure, I have the. By the way, I've been googling that. The most likely reason I had those swollen lymph nodes was because they say it's hard to reach while brushing, so it's likely to get an infection.
It's not, because I can feel my holes where my teeth were with my tongue.
I can feel my teeth with my tongue. All I'm saying is I'm really stuck in debate of should I get it, should I not get it, because
get it ripped
it's
out.
3 to 4 days of soreness and discomfort.
More than that.
It's been it's been a long stretch this time.
Oh, I'm talking about recovery.
Oh, but for me it's every 3 or every 4 days.
Oh, I'm talking strictly post recovery. It's
I'm talking strictly growth.
I mean that was for 2, so it's probably less. It's probably half. So 5 days.
I'm just saying, man. I feel
get it.
Look, I want to, but it's going away again. So it's
yes, because I mean
my neck is it's definitely the lymph nodes are gone now.
Because the tooth is moving. When it moves, that's when it creates pain.
But when it's fully set, it won't create any pain.
They never fully set. They're always moving.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. It's worth it.
Here's the thing. It said it said it takes 3 to 4 days for it to fully erupt. It's been like a year and a half, and it's been 3 and 4 days in and out every other few months. So
Just
I'm
get
up
it.
in the air.
Just get it out, man. It's worth it.
I don't know, man.
It's a fun experience. You get to take a picture of it when it's done. You can't keep it because that's illegal.
Then I'm already out because I definitely would
You're
want to keep
not allowed
it.
to keep human tissue. I asked, and that's what they told me. I was like, "Can I have them?" And they're like, "No, we're not allowed to release human tissue out of the building."
Then your dentist was a fuck boy.
They were just not trying to lose their license. Just doing their job.
Should have slid him a hundo.
I didn't have money back then. That was like 2 years ago. 4 years ago.
I was gonna say it had to be longer than that.
Yeah. I was living here.
Yeah, that's why it had to be longer than that. 2 years
Yes.
ago, I was living here.
I don't remember. Besides the point. This is before you got here.
Timelines don't matter, apparently.
Nothing matters. Time is irrelevant. Time is a social construct, just like all the holidays that exist to spend money.
That's capitalism.
Mother's Day, Father's Day,
Teacher's
Teacher
Day.
Appreciation Day.
I'm glad we got that on the same beat.
All the other Hallmark holidays created by Hallmark to sell cards and make money. Sure, yes, Mother's Day and Father's Day are days to appreciate those who have given birth to you and people you appreciate, but they're not real days. Sorry, guys. It's just Christmas.
A scientific mind versus
Christmas is like an actual holiday, but it's based on folklore and legends.
pagan holiday.
It's based on a saint who may or may not have existed.
Saint Claus.
Yes, Saint Nicholas Klaus. And then you have Easter, based on Jesus and his
Disciples.
his rebirth.
That seems likely.
Yeah. No one else has ever done it.
Houdini. Oh wait, that's a bad example.
He's never revived from the dead.
Who's the Chris Angel? No, who's the street?
David Blaine?
David Blaine.
The other
That
one.
motherfucker's scary. He could return from the dead.
Have you ever I watched a compilation of his greatest tricks, and he has the most blank expression. Have you ever seen his shit?
That's kind of his catchphrase.
He has no
He needs to be dead inside.
no emotions.
That's kind of why he does it.
Crazy.
It's his characteristic.
Okay, well, regardless. What else? There's Christmas, Easter, the Tooth Fairy. That's fucking stupid. to
Tooth
begin
Fairy is
with.
definitely not a holiday. I'm pretty sure we're only talking about holidays.
But it's it's one of those constructs. It's in the fucking. It's in the.
It's like,
The
hey,
Tooth
all these
Fairy-
holidays are fake, but shout out to you, fucking Tooth Fairy.
The Tooth
You're not
Fairy-
real either.
The Tooth Fairy's in the Santa Claus movie with what's his
Dwayne
name?
The Rock Johnson.
No, fucking the Santa Claus movie. The 1,
Tim
2,
Allen.
and 3. That guy, Tim Allen. Tooth Fairy's in that movie.
Tim Allen's.
What else? Okay, so we got St. Patrick's Day. What the fuck is St. Patrick's Day?
It's an Irish holiday.
For what?
I don't know. I'm not fucking Irish. But Americans love holidays because it gives them an excuse to drink, barbecue, and fuck.
And miss work.
Yeah, that's all America loves holidays for.
May 6th? Probably the most called out day for work ever.
There's anything
Right
after
after the
anything
Cinco
after
de
a
Mayo.
holiday, if you really do it, and look, I'm sure there's numbers for these, much like there is numbers
100%.
for heart attacks on daylight savings time. But all I'm saying is, I blacked out. I forgot.
That's the problem when we get late game of these podcasts. The more you drink, the more incoherent
I gotta
it
get
gets.
pissed so bad.
I do too, so we should probably wrap it up.
All right, let's wrap it up. Let's can we think of a closing statement for each of us? Okay, we'll do the whole 2 dudes drinking beer.
2 dudes drinking beer. That beer is empty. Holidays are fake. Don't support capitalism, but watch us and share it, please.
Be a good human. Learn how to.
Fuck, I fucked mine up then. Continue.
No, good.
No, it's all you. I already said mine. Mine's out in the universe.
Be a good human. learn how to respect people, and remember the good things as opposed to the bad things. I don't know if that was 3 or 4.
Remember both. The bad things shape you, but the good things
obviously don't forget the bad things.
they help you learn.
But once you become who you're gonna become, you can start putting your energy towards good things as opposed to bad things. You can interface with a bad thing and say, fuck this, I don't need it. I've dealt with that before. At a certain point, you need to choose.
Hurry up. I'm going to piss myself.
I would love it if you pissed yourself on camera. Stop interrupting me. I'm not done.
Hurry up, please.
All right. I forgot.
Perfect.
Two drinking beer. Till next time.
Week 5 next time.
Did we do a whole month yet?
Calendar month.
Calendar month.
Bye. Let's go cross swords.
Ah.